Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing another story time video, and if you watched last week's story time video, I talked about how I broke into a house. So if you want to know more about that story, I will have that linked up in the corner here for you guys. But this week, if you watched last week's, I gave you guys a preview of this one, and as you can tell by the title down below, this is going to be the story of the time when I peed my pants in front of my crush. Very, very embarrassing. I was super embarrassed, and I'm going to be telling you all about that story and how that happened. So this particular story happened back when I was in 4th grade, so that was probably like 10, 11 years old. And I had this really good friend that I went to school with. She was super nice to me, and we lived in the same neighborhood at the time, and she was one of the most hilarious people I have ever met. Her sense of humor and just her personality in general, she was just hilarious. So every time we hung out, either at lunch or in class or, you know, outside in the playground, she was always making me laugh. Like, I don't know why, she was just a hilarious person, and it didn't matter what she did or what she said, it just always cracked me up. So I loved hanging out with her, obviously. It was a really good time. She always made me laugh, and we were just really close best friends for a very long time. So this particular day, I think it was maybe around October, I want to say, like in the fall. So, you know, it was getting close to that time where we weren't going to be able to go outside in the playground anymore because it was going to get too cold. And so we were really making the most of our, you know, playground time, or recess. That's what it's called, recess. And so we were like running around, we were swinging, we were going on all the things, just laughing, having a freaking awesome time. And at the same time of having this best friend, I had a crush on this guy who was in my homeroom, and he was super cute. He had like the cute shaggy blonde hair. He wore like DC sweaters, and he was just super cute. He was like a little 4th grade skater boy, and I just thought he was the cutest thing I've ever seen. So I had like a really big crush on him. And as me and my friend were like, you know, having fun on the playground, you know, doing our thing, I noticed that he's on the swing, just kind of sitting there just talking with his friend, and me and my friend at the time are on like right across the playground, maybe like 20 feet away from each other. So this thing, it's like a rolly thing. I don't know what the heck it was called on that playground, but it was very weird playground toy. And we were sitting on it, just kind of like rolling back and forth, laughing or whatever. And I got the sensation to pee. Like, I had to pee really bad. And we still had maybe like 5 minutes of recess left. So I was like, I'll just wait till recess is over and then I'll just go pee before I go back to class. And, you know, I see my crush sitting across the playground, and I'm like, oh my god, he's so cute, and I'm like telling my friend about him, and, you know, she's just going on. She was a very loud, very eccentric person, just like always screaming, always laughing, always come up with jokes, and she made this joke, and it was hilarious. I don't even remember what it was, and even if I did, it's probably not even close to being funny now, because, you know, 4th grade sense of humor, yeah, it's just not, I don't know, but it was just really funny. And all of a sudden I bust out laughing. I'm like laughing so hard, all while forgetting that I had to pee. As I'm busting out laughing, I notice that I am literally peeing my pants. And when I say pee my pants, I mean like full on, like full load of peeing my pants. Like, it was everywhere. And then all of a sudden I realize what's happening. And I'm like, oh my god. And I look behind me, and like the playground thing was just covered in my pee, and I freaking peed my pants on the playground right in front of my crush. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, is anyone looking at me? Did anyone notice that? And my friend didn't even notice, because she's still like being loud and making jokes and doing whatever. And I'm just sitting on the playground like, I like stopped laughing, and I'm just like, oh my god, did anyone just see me pee my pants right now? And I look over at my crush, and he's going like this, like, and pointing at me and laughing and pointing at me, and I'm like, oh my god, my crush just watched me pee my pants in front of him. Oh my gosh, I was like mortified. I was so embarrassed, and like him and his friend are like laughing at me, and like they're, oh, Brie peed her pants, haha, and they're like pointing at me and laughing, and it was just so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Everyone was just like, everyone was just like making fun of me and laughing at me and just being total assholes to me, and I'm just sitting there and like, oh god, oh my god, oh my god. And then finally recess is over and I'm like standing in line to go back inside because we had to like stand in line before we could go back inside, and everyone's like pointing at my ass, you know, freaking pee everywhere all over my pants. And so we get back inside and I go up to my teacher and I'm like, can I go to the office? And she's like, why, what's wrong? And I turn around and I was too embarrassed to admit that I had peed my pants on the playground. So literally this was my excuse. I went up to my teacher and I said, I need to go to the office because I fell in a puddle outside. Literally, and I turn around and I'm like, look I fell in a puddle. I need to go to the office and get new pants, blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't admit that I peed my pants on the playground. I just couldn't do it. So I told her I fell in a puddle and everyone in my class was making fun of me. My crush is just like staring at me. I was just so freaking embarrassed. Thankfully, the next day at school, nobody said anything. Not even one thing to me. No one said anything, thank God. But like that whole rest of the day, people were just laughing and making fun of me, and like my crush wouldn't talk to me. He thought I was disgusting, and it was just really, really embarrassing. Yeah, that was that fun, awesome day at school. It was a great way to start out the year, but yeah, everyone just, you know, was always afraid I was gonna piss my pants or anything like that. It was just really embarrassing. Luckily, I finally got to date my crush in 7th grade and he never brought it up, so maybe he forgot about it, but luckily my crush from 4th grade, I got to date him in 7th grade. So yeah, that is the story of when I peed my pants in front of my crush. I have never been so embarrassed. I've never been so mortified in my entire life, but it happened and I've come to accept it, and I am finally ready to share the story with you guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this story time video. If you did, be sure to give a huge thumbs up and don't forget to go down and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future videos or any future storytime videos. If you guys would like a little preview for my next storytime video, I'm going to be telling you about the time when I got caught sneaking out with my boyfriend. It'll be a good time, can't wait to tell you guys that story, but until then, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. I love you guys.